Good afternoon, this is Cheryl with Sea Spirit Tarot. It's been a couple months since I've been on here. There's just been so much beautiful summer sunshine. My hair is a lost cause, but I'm outside, so it's always even worse usually. I've never seen so many people on our island as today. Everybody is so overwhelmed and so not knowing where to go inside of them. We have, 5 planets retrograde. I think Jupiter's 1 degree into Aquarius with Saturn. And is it the moon and Pluto or the moon or whatever still sitting in Saturn? As a humanity, as we evolve and come through this shift of the ages, or the shift of the eons as you could call it, people don't know where to find their peace. We have been kept down. We have been kept down below the heart chakra. When we need to come up through the heart chakra, speak our truth, breathe, raise our prana, open our pineal, and connect, because that is the evolution of our species. So, anyway, I've just found 100 million things to do, and I feel really totally out of my stride here, but a woman commented on an Easter reading I did this morning. It was probably like one of the last readings I've done, and it just kind of brought me here. So I can't remember her name. I thanked her on the thread, or whatever you call it, YouTube thing. But I'm gonna try to get back in the stride here. And I'm going to do 2 readings, but I'm going to do them in 2 separate videos, so neither one will be too long. And I'm going to cut it just close and go, because everybody's energy is like this. So what we all really need to do is settle down and breathe. Do not let them take your breath away from you, your prana, your blue throat chakra, to speak who you are, because you will birth yourself in sovereignty. And only when we are each sovereign unto ourselves can we become one with others. Do you see what I mean? If I've worked through my shadow and I know what I'm doing, then I can be honestly, with full integrity, with you. A lot of shadows coming up right now, people not knowing what to do with them. The spread I'm going to do first, these are both self-work spreads, and I'm doing them for humanity, all of humanity. I don't know if I'm going to include the ETs, but I'm going to include our human species. Excuse me. This is the raw, I've been cheating and smoking cigarettes, you know. The raw alignment tarot spread. And I'm going to start with 2 oracle cards that came out. These are Arcturian. Communication. So what we need right now, we need honest communication. Communication from the heart. Accumulation. We need accumulation of abundance too, both inside ourselves. Communication. Right now, it just came to my mind was the Queen of Swords. First came Justice, and then I thought of the Queen of Swords. When you remove your false ego, the sword is double-edged. No one comes before you as a Queen of Swords without integrity and respect, because you've seen the games. You're above them. You've seen them, and you're not playing them. The second card that came up was Intention. Intention. And I think it's very important right now, in this day and age, that we keep our intention. We keep our intention in integrity. So on to the spread. First is Spirit. Oh, and because this is a self-work and what's going on, Crowley is so often depicted as the black magic of, like, or I'm going to say like the Cabal. But in truth, I don't know if this is in truth, what happened Because we are fighting a spiritual battle. Everything is resolved actually already in 5D, if you want to use those words. But it's got to play out down here in 3D. And they've perverted so many symbols. And it just seemed like Aleister Crowley was the deck to see where in our guts we really are. So, the first one is Spirit. And almost did the wrong one. The Princess of Disc, which is probably the most famous card for its look in the Crowley deck. She is the lowest of the low. You know, on the Tree of Life, the princesses are all the way at the bottom. And it's only when they combine with a king they become a queen. In the Kabbalah Crowley interpretation. But she's pregnant. She represents Demeter. She rules over Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. And right now Venus is real affected, as is the house of Taurus, with Uranus in there reaching out, changing in tower moments everything. Gemini of investigation and knowledge, and Aries with the war-like energy and the fortitude to do something. Like I said, she represents Demeter, source of life, power of nature, and Persephone's mother. Lowest card of the lowest suit, pregnant in both everything, but with both and everything. In between, and everything in between. Every manifestation of existence is the pregnancy here. And right now, time is so fast, things are manifesting so quickly, what one must be so aware to either that thought is not for me, or if you're going to take that thought in, act in highest integrity. And there's a lot of thoughts coming up. You are pregnant with thoughts that you don't know how to deal with. Many people don't know how to deal with at this time. And when they come up, there's a lot of acting out instead of looking in and determining. This is woman in her ultimate projection. And I'm going to add to this the rise of the divine feminine, which is exactly what we need in right now, this overrun, what has become the overrun patriarchal society. Number 2, well, you know, originally I got on here for my throat chakra. I haven't been on here in a couple months, so it's a shaking. Number 2 is the body. And from the body, I got the 7 of Cups, debauchery. Debauchery. This is Venus and Scorpio. Too much of a good thing. Things have been just running, giving, taking. We've been living in such an illusion. And now with this changing of the ages, the eons, the evolution of the human species, there again we have to look inside at our own debauchery. That I want to tell you, you don't want to look at it. You don't want to look at it. But the time is quick now. And it is, you've got to integrate it, let it go, accept it, love it, but accept yourself. With the breath of the I am, accept yourself. This is the Lord of illusionary success, sinking into the mire of false pleasure, overindulgence. So that's where we are with our body, right? I think that fits pretty well with the life we've been living for the most part. The food that has been brought upon us, that we're a biological being, we're not a petrochemical being, all for the money. We have indulged our body and our senses, sensually, and our emotions. But maybe when you get this indulged, you're reacting and not responding. Number 3, emotion. We got the Hermit, the card of Taurus. Now this Hermit has the divine feminine. Can you see that? Standing at his power point, huh? And he is willing to yield. He is willing to yield. And she is not in supplication, kneeling before, like the other emperor. She stands tall with her sword of truth. There again, I didn't get the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords keeps coming back to me. This Hierophant, in the emotions, is learning that they need to balance. All society needs to be balanced. What a beautiful, beautiful thing has happened to Mother Earth since we've not been out there stomping on her. You know, peacocks walking down, when they say some city, the dolphins coming in the canals, the smog is gone, showing us there's a softer, easier kind of way of new, say, Tesla energy that we can do things with instead of the old coal mines, electric mines. Okay, I am out of tune here. I didn't even do my notes. I only have a few notes. Offer thyself, virgin, to the knowledge of conversation of thine true guardian angel. All else is a snare. Now in the Law of One, they talk about if you are troubled, wrap yourself in the arms of the angel, which is only just right here above you, fully accessible. And that is probably one of my most favorite things in this whole book, the Crowley books, was that verse. Offer thyself, virgin, to the knowledge and conversation of thy holy guardian angel. All else is a snare. A Babylonian initiator, this man. There is love and there is love. There is the dove and there is the serpent. And those 4 lines are my most favorite Crowley lines, I think, that there are. So Major Arcana. So far for our, this is all goofy. For our spirit, we have earth, to come back to the earth. For our body, cups to balance our emotions out. And, 7. Oh, I'm backwards, I don't want to stop. I gotta keep going, wasted time. Spirit, we are pregnant for the evolution of the species to become living in higher 4D or 5D. It is time to leave away this material, playing as we know 3D and duality. Me and you. Division, division, division. Okay, and then we have the cups of the body, the debauchery. And there's our emotions. We have the hermit. There is the dove and the serpent and the rise of the divine feminine. Our mind, we have the 7 of wands. Now these actually represent ardor, some ardor in whatever all those temples are and stuff that they do. This is valor. This is Mars in Leo. We're in Leo season right now with the sun shining. Use your wand to create, because manifestation is happening fast. You will receive what you don't want just as quickly, or more so even, than what you do want. But stay with what you want, because the forces above us feed on our loosh. And loosh is emotion. Loosh is negative emotions. As these child rings are busted up, the sexual slavery, the gun running, the sexual, what do you call it, the slavery, all of those things of which the world, since actually just after our independence, England bought right back in, and our states are corporations. It's really curious, research that. But use this 7, it's 7, right? We got 2 7s. So, situation has situation has degenerated into chaos of mindless melee. The battle must be won individually. And that's what I was saying. Take this sword. It's not a sword, it's a wand. Your wand. Your wand of your own inner fire. To learn who you are. Out of a group. Because until you can birth yourself in sovereignty and know who you are, it's a codependent relationship with a narcissist. How about that? The next card, I've got this, I had to turn it over, is the Awakening. And I got the Devil. I love this Devil. This Devil is so active as he makes life from the putrefaction. But this is a Capricorn card, and this is Saturn. Saturn is the harsh taskmaster. Saturn is where our magic, if we go back to the priestesses, the good light that we're trying to do in the world, where it has been corrupted and all our symbols corrupted and used, like say, throughout Hollywood in a more demonic manner. It's really not, it's demonic, that's what it's for. So we need to die. We need to die to who we thought we were or who we think we are, and go inside and find those parts of us. The bottom of the deck is the Princess of Wands. This sums up it real well. The Princess of Wands, with the Ace of Wands, rules Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. This is a dance of the Virgin Princess of the Lord of Fire. She can be a dangerous drama queen, independent, irrational. I wrote that twice. She can incinerate herself and her whole neighborhood if she does not listen. 2, the Ace in the middle here of the 7 of the chaos that we need to become as we are pregnant to rebirth ourselves in a more balanced manner, ending the debauchery and taking on the devil. Let's take on the devil. Stop being afraid of the devil. Let's step up to the devil. Put on the armor of God, stand in your light. The card that I'm going to end with is Ishtar. And it says here, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. And because I like what it says on this other card, I'm going to hold this here, and I'm going to say, she's a multi-layered Babylonian creator goddess. Isn't that interesting? Kind of goes with this, where'd he go? With the Hierophant, the Babylonian god. She's the source of all life, an embodiment of the power of nature, the giver of plenty, a lawgiver, a judge, and the goddess of both love and war. I think I should pull a card today, the Queen of Swords, huh? She's the planet Venus, as both the morning and evening star, and her girdle is the zodiac belt. She's multifaceted, powerful, symbol of a forthright mode of being that is unafraid to venture into the depths of the underworld. And you know, here we go again. The Hierophant, we're changing. All these institutions are changing. Mores are changing. So many changes. Everyone is so overwhelmed. They can't go within themselves. They're just taking what is pushed into them. Let me tell you my vision, and I will program you. Not here. Now, if you caught that, but this here, I want people to learn to look inside their self, see the devil rebirth, remove from the Valkyrie, and use the pregnancy of the lowest of the low. And right now, we're getting ready. This is the time. This time is pregnant. We are pregnant. We need to change, to evolve. Some will go to the new earth, some will stay on the old earth and play out a lower 4D vibration that is more like the 3D that they choose. I myself choose to live a more, what was that movie, Avatar life, and fly around in a Tesla zero energy vehicle. So that was my reading for today. I'm sorry, I know I'm rusty. I'm rusty on my cards. I'm rusty getting my head in here. This is part one of a two-part reading of self-work for the universal. For the universal. May you take that breath of self, and know that you are your own I am. I am that I am. I allow, with grace and ease, all energy seeks resolution. It is my response to whether I am a master or a victim. Thank you, and I will see you on the next one. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.